On the morning of May 3rd, a Friday, a fiery crash between a car and a tractor-trailer carrying thousands of gallons of fuel claimed the lives of a Hinsdale man and woman. The crash occurred on Route 12, less than a half a mile from West Street in Keene. The truck carried nearly 500 feet from the point of impact, one of its fuel cells bursting into flames. It was a traumatic day for first responders and drivers who witnessed the crash.
So the tanker crash that happened earlier this year near the overpass of routes 9, 10, and 12 certainly was one of the more chaotic stories that I've ever been involved in covering. Just the confusion and everything that ensued after the initial call about the crash. I know that I was, basically I was asked to go out to the scene, and so I raced down West Street and parked in the Hannaford's parking lot, trudged through the grass there to the side of the store to go up to the overpass, and there was a police officer with his car across the road blocking traffic. There was no traffic allowed going through that area. And of course I wanted to get closer to the actual crash site so I could get a better sense of what was going on, but that just wasn't going to happen. I was told that there was still a lot of danger at that point of the tanker potentially exploding, igniting with all this fuel, and nobody was really prepared to take that risk. And so I just had to stand there and watch as the thick black smoke billowed up into the air above. And
well, 2 people lost their lives. Originally, though, we weren't sure how serious this accident was. We thought it could have been even more than that.
Yeah.
The voices on the scanner were unusual in that they were very high-pitched, very nervous. Usually dispatchers are very calm and collected no matter what the situation. But in this case, you could hear that something unusual was taking place. After you went out, we still hadn't had access to the scene. So I tried going out behind Wheelock Park, the bike trail that goes behind Wheelock. And I was able to see the scene from a bridge out there, from a distance, and it was a very disturbing scene. The truck and the car about 500 feet away, and you knew that it wasn't a survivable accident. I think that first hour they weren't really sure what they were dealing with. I know I was at Simon School, and they were still undecided whether or not to let the kids go home from school or not. Ultimately, they ended up keeping the kids in school once they get the scene under control. But it was one of those potential stories that really could have been a lot worse, as bad as it was.